Coming up on High Now Daily, we're live from Lānaʻi at Sensei Farms to learn how their greenhouse growing makes perfect sense.
Plus, Kamakura Surf and Dine joins us in the kitchen with their traditional Japanese oishi ramen, sprinkled with that Hawaiian charm.
Hey, August 10th is the final day to cast your ballot for this year's primary election. We're live at Honolulu Hale with everything you need to know. This and more right now on High Now Daily.
Welcome to High Now Daily. I'm Rachel Picaro, and we've got a very busy show to get to. We've got all three hosts on the show, and today we are going to kick things off with Lauren Taruya, who is live on Lānaʻi. It looks like a beautiful day out there on Sensei Farms. Hey, Lauren.
It is an absolutely beautiful day out here, and we're really lucky because the Department of Agriculture has made it a very huge commitment to make sure that locals are buying and supporting local produce, especially those specialty crops. So I'm here at Sensei Farms with Christian, the general manager of the farm. Thank you so much for having me here.
No, thank you for being here, and welcome everybody to the farm.
It is absolutely stunning here, but for anyone that doesn't know Sensei Farms, can you tell us just what it is, basics?
So, well, obviously we are an indoor growing farm. We are here rooted in Lānaʻi, and we have like an assortment of leafy greens and lettuces, along with our mini tomatoes. That's kind of like what we are distributing for the most of the Hawaiian Islands here in Hawaii.
And which is amazing because everyone knows that it is more challenging to produce our own fruits and vegetables here on the islands, but I love that Sensei Farms has made its commitment to do that. And I will say, I'm like a big fan. I eat this all day, every day. It's so fresh, it's so good, and that's because it's all grown in a controlled environment. Can you talk a little bit about how Sensei Farms really is different than other farms?
So basically, you are not the only one that shared that comment. So every single time that we go out, our consumers, they said it's always crisp, it's always fresh, it lasts longer, and that's true because we love what we do and we take care of that, not only because of the systems that we have, because of the people as well that help us to make it happen. So it's a kind of like a combined project, really, like with the controlled environment, having our specialty people that kind of like take care of the nutrition, the growing, the environment, the temperature, the sun, it's rainy. So we have to be like always taking care of that. But here in Lānaʻi, we have 120,000 square feet farm composed with 6 different greenhouses. 3 of them are fully dedicated for growing our mini tomatoes, and 3 of them are fully dedicated for growing our lettuces.
And they're absolutely stunning. I mean, we spent the whole morning walking through the greenhouses, and I was just absolutely wowed by everything and the way that it's grown, the care that goes into it. You're right, you have the best team on the planet. Now, one thing that Sensei Farms also does is really commits itself to sustainability. Can you talk to me a little bit about that mission?
So this is an incredible project as well for me, because obviously growing indoors, we can save up to 90% of water.
Wow.
So compared to the open ground like farms, so we can really utilize that in a better way. So the water is not just disposed in every single cycle. So we have a return system that obviously kind of like take care of that, cleans the water, rebalance again the nutrition formula, and then runs again into our farm system, kind of like reutilizing more than once.
What a way to commit to the planet. That's awesome. And now for anyone who wants to get their hands on these leafy greens, these tomatoes, which I highly recommend, they're amazing, where can they go?
So we are the major retailers kind of like chains here in Hawaii. So like Whole Foods, KTA, Foodland, Target, Safeway. So we're almost everywhere, and the small mom and pops as well. But if you need to have more information about the store locator or where to find us, you can always go to senseifarms.com.
Perfect. All right, you heard it right here. Go to senseifarms.com to get more information about their incredible mission, and also make sure you're supporting local, because that's what we're all about right here. I'm going to toss things back to Rachel. How are you doing, girl?
Doing great, Laura. We're here in the High Now kitchen. Of course, you gotta get those leafy greens and those veggies into your dishes like we're doing here today. So I'm here with Kamakura Surf and Dine, which is a new spot that just opened up last month in Waikiki. So joining me now is Miyoko Yamanouchi, Director of Operations and Executive Chef Fumiya Nakamura. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, and congratulations.
Yes.
This is the second location, but this one in Waikiki and is now the flagship.
Yes, so we just opened. It's been about 9 days or so. So we're really soft opening time, but we're located in heart of Waikiki, in Lydia, Waikiki, on Kuhio Avenue, on the ground floor. And we brought some of the good dishes for you to try.
I love that you said you brought some. This is a lot of food that you brought here today.
Yes.
I'm so appreciative of that. And on the menu, there's some new things as opposed to you have the Kamakura ramen in Ala Moana Center. But this one is a little different because you have more on the menu, correct?
Right. So what we makes it this special for Surf and Dine is a little bit different concept than our regular Kamakura ramen style. So Kamakura ramen, we only have ramen, but for the Surf and Dine, we have lots of the dishes, Japanese bite with a Hawaiian twist. So some of the dishes though, we do incorporate our oishi ramen, our signature oishi ramen soup, so that we can have inspired ramen dishes, and it's fun for everybody to try.
Absolutely. And what is Chef doing over there? I see he's making a little sushi, but what are those two called? And this is available at the new spot in Waikiki as well.
So only in Waikiki we have dragon rolls, and he's also making a rainbow roll. And we do have hand roll set for you, for a guest to try it on and make your own sushi at the restaurant.
Wow.
Yeah.
So very interactive as well. Love that. Okay, so while we're talking about the concept, people may already know what Kamakura ramen is. So this is something new that's added here in the Waikiki location. But how did you folks get your start?
Yes, so we're from Osaka. We were founded in 1986. We started from very small 9-seating small restaurant in Osaka, Dotonbori. And founder was a French chef. He trained under a French chef, and he wanted to make something so special inspired by consomme broth. So it took him 18 months to create this perfect signature oishi ramen soup. And from there, it all expanded. Now we have more than 100 locations in Japan.
And we've got 2 locations right here on Oahu, so I'm very excited about that. You mentioned some different things on the menu. You have to tell everybody about this because it looks like a locomoco, but it's not quite a locomoco. It's your take on it. Tell us what that is.
So
while I dig in.
So this is called kamamoko, which is our take on locomoco. And we have 2 gravy. We have a white sauce and a beef gravy, and both of the gravy sauce does have signature oishi ramen broth to it. How is it?
Oh my goodness. I've never had a locomoco
Kamamoko.
Not have 2 different types of sauce. This is incredible. I think we should start doing all the mocos like this.
Yes, I know. So
Holy
we never
moly.
get bored.
Oh my goodness. Okay, now I have a whole feast in front of me that I need to try. Tell us a little bit about what's here, and then tell everybody how they can come and join you.
Okay, so we have, of course, our gyoza, which is very, very popular. We make a at restaurant every day, and the gyoza wrapper is coming from Japan, and this is ahi poke wonton. This is very good pupus, and chicken karaage, Japanese fried chicken, and this is oishi edamame. This is also our special because we soak our edamame in our oishi ramen soup, so it has a little bit of flavor of our ramen. And this is sesame crusted ahi salad, and we do have a dressing that's house made. It's also incorporated with our ramen soup.
Oh my
so
goodness.
It's fun to try.
Love that.
And this is our very popular dish, fried rice, and this is Kona coffee, glazed spare rib.
Kona coffee in there, you guys. Okay, this is exactly what I would order if I walked into the Kamakura Surf and Dine at Lilia, Waikiki. So go ahead and check them out. They validate for parking. 4 hours, $8?
Yeah, $8 for 4 hours. Yes, right on the Lilia Waikiki building, and we do have full bar though, so check it out.
Every time you open your mouth, it just gets better and better. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Stay with us because when we come back, we're gonna just show you guys even more about what they do at Kamakura Surf and Dine. We're gonna take a break and be right back. Let me get at it.
Hey, how's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Now, what you were just looking at there is a official ballot drop box located right outside over here at Honolulu Hale. Now, August 10th, this upcoming Saturday, is going to be the final day to cast your vote for the primary election. We want to bring in our first guest over here, Glenn Takahashi, City Clerk at the City and County of Honolulu, to let you folks know everything that you need to be aware of. How's it, Glenn? How's it? Thank you very much for being here. I know it's a very busy time for you folks over here, but I want to start with the fact that right now what we're in an election period. Now, how is that different than a quote-unquote election day?
Hawaii is a vote-by-mail jurisdiction. We're one of the few across the country that is. We have been since 2020. In a vote-by-mail jurisdiction, what happens is voters are mailed a ballot about 21 days prior to the election, and after they receive that, they're allowed to vote at their leisure anytime up until the 7 o'clock p.m. here. On the final day of voting.
Okay, now gotcha, Glenn. Let's talk about some of the different ways that people are going to be able to cast their vote ahead of August 10th.
Right, so what we recommend is that voters utilize the vote-by-mail process. It's there for their convenience. You don't have to come down to any site, stand in line, brave traffic. So that's what we recommend first. You can return your ballot using the U.S. postal system, or you can use one of our convenient drop boxes that we have here, like you see here at Honolulu Hale.
Yeah, and we pulled up over here to the Honolulu Hale about an hour and a half ago, and this thing has been a ton of activity. People are walking up to drop their ballots off as well, driving up. But tell our viewers out there about these ballot boxes, and we know that they are located at various locations.
Yes. So some people don't want to use the U.S. Postal Service. They rather know that they deposited the ballot themselves. We have 16 of these ballot places of deposit across the island. Most of them are at city parks. We have some at Park and Rides. Go to our website. And you can find a whole list of them there.
Gotcha. And then what are the hours as well? Hours for the ballot boxes. When do people, if they're driving up or putting the ballot in, what time do they need to have it in by day of?
Sure. The ballot places of deposit are really governed by the hours of operation of where they're located. So if you're at a city park, if the park closes at 7, well, it's open until 7. We don't encourage people to go there after hours. So just kind of take note of that. But these ballots are open, boxes are open continuously until 7 p.m. on election day.
Yeah, and I think that's been a big part of it for a lot of us who are getting ready for August 10th. It's just the convenience with everything. As I mentioned before, we got over here closer to 2 p.m. and in the hour lead up time, I actually had the opportunity to go inside and I already voted. And the process for when you come down here to the Hale, if you want to vote in person, also pretty simplified. You basically need your ID, right?
Right. Behind me, inside of Honolulu Hale and inside of Kapolei Hale, are what we call voter service centers for voters that may need to update their voter registration prior to voting, or if they need to vote on an accessible voting device, they're certainly welcome to come here to any one of our voter service centers. For this week, only up until Friday, we actually have a pop-up voter service center at Wahiawa District Park. They're open from 11:30 in the morning up until 6:30 in the evening, but the main locations are open from 8 to 4:30.
Gotcha, Glenn. Thank you so much. Very important information. Now, come on back with us because we're going to be talking again about all these things you need to be aware of ahead of August 10th. That's going to do it for us for now. Rachel, we'll send it back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Kainoa, and I'm still here in the kitchen, and I'm very happy about that because Kamakura Surf and Dine just opened up in Waikiki, you said, 9 days ago or so? And so we got Miyoko here, and we've also got Executive Chef Fumiya, and we're very happy because you also have a special dish that you're preparing right now that you can only get in Waikiki.
Yes, you're correct.
Okay, so tell us about this because you really are known for your folks' ramen. So
Right. So we are specialized in ramen, especially this Kamakura Oishi ramen with the consomme-inspired broth. And in Waikiki location, we can have, everybody can try this tempura yuzu ramen.
Ooh,
this is brand new. Yes.
Oh. So when you think yuzu, it's a little more citrusy flavor, right?
Yes. So he's gonna create us a tempura ramen right now, and then maybe you can try.
Yes, I would love to. I will definitely try. So it looks like you got something nice and hot over there, the broth. Tell me about the broth. I know you guys specialize in broth as well.
Like I said, so our founder took him 18 months. He wanted to create something so special that make everybody happy. And so we're known for this soup, and from there we did expand more than 100 stores, and then this is happily our second location in Hawaii, and Hawaii is being really good to us. And for this location, we wanted to make something something special even for our Kamakura ramen brand. This is our new challenge in doing a full service restaurant with 120 seating, and we do have 2 private rooms.
Woo.
And you can call in to make a reservation. There's no minimum, so everybody can enjoy and indulge in just craft ramen, and also a very variety of dishes that's Japanese twist with a local flavor.
Love that, and I like that you use the word indulge because you can indulge for quite a long time. You stay open late and you have some specials. There's a happy hour as well.
Right, that's right. So we're doing happy hours from 2 to 6 every day, and also for late night special from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. But it gets better. On Friday and Saturday, we are open until 1 a.m.
All right.
Yes, it's party time.
It's party time, especially when you have a whole ton of food, and then you guys have a full bar as well. You got private rooms, there's validated parking, and it's just in Waikiki where there's so much action to be had. There's things to do, and obviously now a lot more places to eat and hang out. So again, this is in Lilio, Waikiki. That's on Kuhio.
Yes.
Validated parking you mentioned for 4 hours, $8, right?
Yes.
And then just so many additions to that, including the late night and the happy hour and all the good stuff.
Right.
You have to try this location though. I'm sure you tried the one in Ala Moana where they have the ramen, but try this one because there's so many other things on the menu that you can't get there. You can still get the ramen, of course. But oh my God, you have to try the Loco Moco, what you call it, the
Kamamoko.
Kamamoko. Okay, go ahead and check them out. It's amazing. And now I have to get in on this one here. I'm gonna use this one. Oh, this one. Oh, you want me to try this? Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go with this first. This right here is the sushi. Oh man. I wanna go there right after this. How about that?
Yes,
And then
come
I'm
and
gonna
join
go
us.
in for this as well. I'm gonna try your signature broth over here. Yes. Ooh, that's creamy.
Yes.
It doesn't look like it's creamy, but it's definitely
It
creamy.
does
This
have
is
a
delicious.
strong
Oh my
flavor.
God.
Yeah, so it's not shoyu, it's not tonkotsu, it's oishi ramen.
Oishi Ramen, go ahead and check them out. This is amazing. Kamakura, Surf and Dine in Waikiki. We are gonna take a quick break and we're gonna be right back with more of Hi Now Daily. I might not be back. I'm Kanaka attack after this. What do you think? Let me try this too. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Aloha and welcome back to Hi Now Daily. Now we are here on beautiful Lānaʻi. I'm here with Chris, the head grower of Sensei Farms. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I can't stop talking about how beautiful this place is. But we're here today because the Department of Agriculture really, they put such importance in supporting local and growing local. So as the head grower here of Sensei Farms, can you talk to me about how unique your process is?
Yeah, absolutely. So growing indoors is totally different than growing in open field, you see. So we start with this little block. This is actually cocoa fiber. You see, everything is natural.
Wow.
We place the seed in there, and then we keep the seeds in the darkness for about 3 days.
Okay.
So after that, you will start to see the seedling growing up. And actually, this little baby, I call them my babies, they are almost 10 days old.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a big baby.
It is, but I want you to look at actually babies.
Holy smokes.
Yes.
This is gorgeous. So how long does it take to go from here to here?
It takes around 6 weeks, depending on the weather conditions. But wait, so that's the funny thing about the greenhouse industry, because you can control everything in the environment. Basically, we can give all the conditions that the plant needs to grow happy.
And you come from a family that's been in farming. So can you tell me a little bit about the difference in time? You were talking earlier that it's pretty big, the significance.
Yeah, so when you grow in outdoor, you are basically waiting for the weather to show up, the sun, the rain, whatever. So all those kind of factors affect the speed of the plant. So normally in the open field, it will take around 2 to 3 months for the plant to grow this big. So again, it takes us no more than 6 weeks, but we can reduce the cycle to only 5 weeks.
And it's like pristine condition. All the leaves look amazing and they look fresh and they feel really good too.
They do, you see? So over here, we have the root system. So when you have those in the open field, they have to grow their roots like yards away to get the nutrients, to get the water. But growing in hydroponic system, we can provide with all the nutrients, all the elements that they need.
That's amazing. And I know here at Sensei Farms, there's a number of different greenhouses. So are there different processes going on in each one?
Yeah, definitely. So we have the leafy greens, but also we grow tomatoes. We grow tomatoes on the vines or snack, as you want to call them. And it's a different process, right? Because the tomatoes can last for almost 45 up to 50 something weeks of harvest, which is amazing. Yes.
That's so cool. And so as far as your process in, overseeing the whole journey from very seedling to plant adult, what is kind of the most important part of the process for you?
So as a farmer, you have to take care of your babies or your plants and your farm. So you have to monitor everything, right? Every single day, 24/7, 365. So now with the technology that we have, I can just open my phone and I can see what's happening in the greenhouse, right? Because I control everything. As long as I have internet, I can control the greenhouse in whatever the place is.
Wow, this is truly the future of farming right here. And thank you so much. Being able to learn about the technology, how you control it, and also keep it sustainable and local, so amazing. And make sure, if you need any more information, go to senseifarms.com. You're watching Hi Now Daily, and we'll be right back. Look at this.
How's it, aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Again, we're live over here at Honolulu Hale, and we want to remind all you folks out there, August 10th is going to be the final day to cast your vote for this year's primary election. We're back with Glenn Takahashi, City Clerk for the City and County of Honolulu. Now, earlier we were talking about the whole election period, but right now we want to talk about timely voting, and it's important that we vote early. And why is that beneficial to not just the voter, but the entire election process?
Well, as human beings, we all tend to procrastinate about everything. What we see in elections is that upwards of 20% of the votes, the vote by mail ballots, can come back in the day before and the day of the election. So voting earlier helps us out because we can get all of those ballot packets processed and get your election results out on election night.
Definitely, Glenn, I would like to say I'm very proud this year. I am not part of that 20% because today I voted in person at Honolulu Hale, and if people are looking to do that, they want to vote in person, whether it's over here in Honolulu Hale, the west side in Kapolei, or the pop-up one that's to come, what do people need to bring with them if they want to vote in person?
If you want to use our voter service center, you're obviously welcome. Bring an ID and we can get you through a line. At a time like this, there's no line at all. But if you happen to wait until the very last day, we'll be prepared to be with us for a little while, and a few other people as well.
So again, that's why, again, it is important. If you're watching this right now, and in fact, you got till 7 p.m., okay? You can either go in person or make sure you check out one of the ballot boxes. And with that being said, as we just see a voter this year who will also not be part of that 20%, what advice do you have out there for voters who want to avoid the long lines? Obviously, August 10th is coming. It's right around the corner. But what advice do you have out there to get people to make sure they take that ballot in ahead of time? Yeah,
right now we're at Monday, so we're a few days out from the election. You can still use the U.S. postal system to return your vote by mail ballot. We encourage you to do so, but if not, we have places of deposit, these ballot boxes here out for your use as well. As we get later in the week, we would probably encourage you to use these ballot boxes instead of the Postal Service to ensure that we receive your voted ballot by 7 p.m. on election day.
Okay, gotcha. And even if someone's watching this right now and maybe they relocated or they have questions about the balloting process, what's the best resource for information between now and August 10th?
Yeah, well, if you've relocated and changed your address recently, your best bet would be to come down to the Voter Service Center where we can do your voter registration update and get you voting and set for the primary election. We just encourage everybody to do it before the last day.
All right, Glenn, thank you so much for the information. And again, we are live over here at Honolulu Hale. You're hearing a lot of cars over here in the background. That's because the hope is that they don't want to be part of that 20%. Okay, do not wait. Make sure you vote and vote now, whether it's the drive-by ballot boxes coming in person or coming here to the Honolulu Hale as well. That's going to do it for now. And for more information, we'll have it up at highnowdaily.com. Back to you guys.
Aloha and welcome back to High Now Daily. For today's Our Kupuna segment, we're highlighting the grandma of This Is Now anchor Dylan Ancheta. Her name is Rosalina Ancheta, but she goes by Linda. She's a Kapa'a High School grad, class of 1957. Linda has been married to Dylan's grandpa, Ernie Ancheta, since then, which means they're going on 67 years of marriage. Woohoo! Kudos to them. Her advice about relationships and more. Here it is.
Grandma, you have some questions from your fans. Are you ready to answer them?
I'll try.
Any relationship advice, how do you get a good guy?
Wait, I haven't found a good guy yet.
Kiss him! Kiss him! Yeah!
You have to be a good person yourself.
What's your advice for a good relationship?
I always said, before you can love somebody, you have to love yourself.
Someone says they want to know your advice on transplanting orchids because yours are so beautiful.
Transplant when you have time to do it and the patience to do it. You have to uproot everything, dig out the old soil. It's not soil. I used chunks of I forgot what it's called, but.
And it's a process.
Yeah, and you have three. You always have 3 stalks to ensure bloom again. And of course, you fertilize it.
Great advice from Dylan and Cheta's grandma, Linda. By the way, she used to work for the American Cancer Society, but she ended up leaving to take care of Dylan when he was born in 1996. Oh my gosh, no wonder Dylan is so special, so talented, and very wise. Now we're going to take a break and we'll be back with more of Hi Now Daily.
It is a wonderful day here on Lānaʻi, and I'm here with Connie Liu, the marketing director of Sensei Farms. Thank you so much for having us out here today.
Of course.
Oh my gosh, Connie, look at all this behind us. Before we get into the solar panels and all the amazing sustainability efforts of Sensei Farms, can we just talk about the land that we're standing on right here? Like, what did Lānaʻi used to be?
So, if you know Lānaʻi, it used to be the world's largest pineapple plantation, 20,000 acres of pineapple.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, and as you can imagine, a lot of plastic left over from pineapple days.
That.
I don't know if you can see some of that black stuff, yeah. It's everywhere, right? And it's really affected the topsoil. You know, we have ungulates and ranching, and so it's not really good for agriculture. And so this is why indoor farming and being able to do this on Lānaʻi is such an incredible feat, because to be able to grow over 500,000 pounds of food on 2 acres on soil that is no longer necessarily fertile or the best, that is pretty incredible in my opinion.
I'm with you on that. I think it's absolutely amazing. And I know sustainability and protecting our planet is a huge part of your personal mission, but can you talk a little bit about how Sensei Farm has really integrated into theirs?
Yeah, so we believe that it's our responsibility to leave the world in a better place than we found it. Our mission is literally to improve human nutrition and preserve the environment by growing food indoors. And we want to do it by minimizing the use of our natural resources. And so this, as you can see here, like our solar array. This powers all of our greenhouses.
Amazing.
We have a closed loop system for our water, so we're recycling everything that we use. And not only that, I mean, the yields of being able to grow indoors, because we are able to control the environment, our leafy greens are producing 18 times more than open field. We produce 89% more tomatoes than open field as well, while using 35% less water. So it's like all of these things amazing, like just on these 2 acres here, pretty incredible to be able to supply all of Hawaii.
So incredible. I do want to ask you, so the Hawaii State Department of Agriculture, their huge mission is to just get people to support local more.
Yeah.
Why is that so important, and how can Sensei Farms be a part of that?
Yeah. I mean, as someone who lives here and, food security being at stake in our supply chains, it is so important to support local and to make sure that the food that we grow stays in Hawaii, right? And so I think that I'm sorry, the last part of your question was...
It's just, I think you just answered it perfectly, which is really just so important to make sure that we're supporting companies that feed our local community, which is absolutely what Sensei Farms is doing. Now, I do know that Sensei Farms is in a little bit of a transition. Can you tease us with a little bit of information going on?
So this August, we are coming out with a new refreshed look, a new symbol that symbolizes our symbiosis of nature and technology. And you are gonna check out the store shelves. You'll see some cool paperboard packaging. And that is going to be 93% less plastic than our previous package, because we're really trying to innovate from seed to store.
Well, it's so cool that you guys have really dedicated yourself to being for the planet. Now, for anyone that wants to get more information, wants to follow you, where can they find that information?
Sure, they can find us online at senseifarms.com or on Instagram at senseifarms.hi.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for this incredible tour today. I'm going to toss things back over to Rachel. How are you doing?
Doing great, Lauren. We're here in studio because the Hawaii Symphony Orchestra, they've got their Olympic Summer Romance concert happening on Thursday at the Waikiki Shell. So here with all the details, we've got Director of Artistic Engagement, Michael Thomas Fumai, and cellist Joshua Nakazawa. Thank you two so much for joining me today. There's going to be a big show happening on Thursday. You got to tell everybody about it. I love the theme. Tell them about that.
Your Hawaii Symphony Orchestra is celebrating the Olympic summer with our show on Thursday. We're turning the Waikiki Shell into Olympic Shell, featuring music from the Olympic Games, that famous music that we always hear, but we're also featuring music to get us into the Olympic spirit. So music from the film Rocky, music from Chariots of Fire.
There we go.
We've got music from the Hunger Games.
Love that.
And music from the NFL, National Football League. And since the games are in the city of love, Paris, we're also celebrating with music from the King, Elvis Presley, a lineup of his greatest love songs, music from the Beatles, Michelle to Yesterday, but also music from Lady Gaga and Britney Spears, and so much more.
That's going to be epic to watch all of that coming into one performance on Thursday, and it's going to be under the stars because it's also part of the Sheraton Starlight Festival, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. And Josh, I want to know, what's your favorite piece to play?
Oh, well, I would definitely say I'm looking forward to the Olympic fanfare.
Yeah?
Because the cellos have a great soli opening where we play the melody. And it's also the opening of the Olympic ceremony, so it's something that you might recognize. What a great way to celebrate the Olympics by opening with this piece. And it's also something that I'm going to be playing for you today.
Yes, okay, let's get to the performance already, but tell everybody before we do so how they can get tickets.
Well, concert's Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. at the Waikiki Shell. There are a lot of seats available. You can get your tickets at myhso.org. And we're also running a very special promotion, Me Plus 3. So 4 tickets for the price of 3. So bring the family, bring your team, come dressed in your sports attire, and enjoy the music underneath the Waikiki starlight. And you know what? If you feel like you want to exercise or do some jumping jacks or some sit-ups, this is the concert to stay fit.
Oh yeah, there's plenty of room for that out on the lawn too, so go ahead and get those tickets. Also, we've got the giveaway because they have graciously given us some tickets to give out to all of our viewers, so head to our High Now Daily Instagram to snag a pair of those. And now, gentlemen, without further ado, please play us out.
How's this for an Olympic medal?
Hey, how's it, Aloha gang, and welcome back to High Now Daily. Again, we're live over here at Honolulu Hale. Want to remind all of you folks out there, August 10th is going to be the final day to cast your vote for this year's primary election. Right now, we're going to go over some voting tips ahead of this weekend. We bring back in Glenn Takahashi, City Clerk for the City and County of Honolulu. And Glenn, voting tips right now. We've talked about some of the ballot boxes, the options, where they're going to be available, hours of operations, and all those different things. But for people who participate in the mail-in ballot, once they send that ballot in, is there a way to monitor their ballots as time continues toward the 10th?
Right. Well, before you send it in, you could actually sign up for a service called Ballot Tracks off of the State of Hawaii Office of Elections' website. And that will give you notifications on when your ballot is actually received by the county election offices and give you updates on the process to make sure that your vote was counted.
Okay, gotcha. And we do want to apologize again. It's a little bit noisy out here as more cars continue to come up over here and make use of the ballot box, whether you do it in person or you're driving up. So let's get back to the mail-ins as well. What if we haven't received our ballot yet, or we need to update the registration ahead of August 10th?
Right. So at this point, we're about 5 days out from the election. I think the easiest way to do it would be to come down to a voter service center, and we could either issue you a replacement ballot, but quite frankly, at a time like this, when there's no line, we can just get you voting in and out in probably 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was my experience today. I voted in person today. Seriously, 5-10 minutes and I was out of here. This happens every year. Maybe some people make a mistake on the ballot. They send out, what options do people have if that takes place?
Well, that's the reason why we encourage everybody to do this, engage with this process early. So if you should make a mistake, we don't recommend that you white out your ballot or erase it or cross it out. We recommend requesting a replacement ballot. But again, it all depends on the timing. When you're at a time like this, it's probably better to come down to the service center. But earlier on, if you had received your ballot, say 18 days before the election, we do actually offer services like getting a replacement ballot by phone or even requesting one online.
Gotcha. Glenn, right now I want you to talk to that 20%. That 20% of people who oftentimes wait to the very last minute to vote. What message do you have for people out there right now ahead of August 10th?
Yeah, I'd say get it done now or early. Yeah, if you're undecided, you're undecided, okay, but make sure that we receive your voter ballot by 7 p.m. election day because the postmark does not count.
Okay, gotcha. How about some last tips ahead of what's to come over here over the course of the next couple of days? We know it's going to get busy. Again, the message, the theme today is to vote now and vote early, but any last tips before Saturday?
Yeah, some last tips. Again, if you plan to come on the last day, be prepared for a little bit of a line. Be prepared to stay with us. Sometimes up to an hour, maybe even longer. So my best advice would be do it before the last day. Because times like this, there's no line, we can get you in and out pretty quickly.
And absolutely, and if you're watching this right now and you're not familiar, you're not sure where your ballot box is located, we have a resource for that. What is the best resource to utilize if people want to find where the boxes are?
Go to our website, www.honoluluelections.us. You can get the locations of any one of our 16 places of deposit across the county.
Okay, fantastic, Glenn. Thank you so much for today. Very important information. Again, the theme, do not wait, go vote, and go vote right now. You're watching High Now Daily. We'll be right back.
Aloha and welcome back to Hai Now Daily. What a great show we've had so far. We've got to check out Kamakura Surf and Dine, which is a new location in Waikiki at the Lilia Waikiki on Kuhio. Go check them out for their ramen and all the new goodies they have on the menu. Plus they got late night and they've also got happy hour. And I wanted to bring you guys back here into the Hai Now kitchen because we have changed things up a bit because you know what? It's back to school this week. So congratulations to all the parents who made it through and all the keiki ready to get back into those seats and into the classes. But then what are we gonna do for dinner at night? We're gonna make it easy for you. Domino's Hawaii has these individual sizes. So whether your kid likes cheese or pepperoni or they like, I don't know, some vegetarian options, it's individualized. So take a look at what we got here. This is the pepperoni that we've got. It is hand tossed in their garlic crust. It's so good, very buttery and flaky. And then we also just got a simple cheese because my kids really just love the cheese pizza. But they make it really simple for you because I know that there's sports, there's schoolwork, there's all kinds of stuff. Parents are coming home late, not sure what to put on the table. This right here is an easy option for you. So go ahead and check that out. They also have on their website and on the app their pizza builder. So you just click what size you'd like. This is the 8-inch. And then you go ahead and add your toppings. You see, let people know or let them know if you want it hand tossed or however you want the crust done. And then you can always add on these incredible sides. These are the sauces. They've got blue cheese, they've got hot buffalo, garlic, honey barbecue, and that good old ranch. I'm a kind of pepperoni kind of girl. Pepperoni and cheese is always my jam. Simple and delicious. I'm gonna sample it right now. Oh, it's nice and hot. Thank you to the delivery guy who brought this a little earlier in the show. This is good. Domino's, always a go-to. So again, back to school jam. Make sure you go and pick up some pizzas or maybe have it delivered. This one here, the 8-inch individual, so delicious. So that is Domino's for you. And I'm gonna save that a little later, maybe for my kids. And then I also wanted to remind everybody to go ahead and get those votes in. You heard from Kaino Carson earlier today. And also we heard from Lauren as well, who was out on Lānaʻi, Sensei Farms. Got to get those veggies in as well. So a lot happened throughout the show. Just grateful for everybody holding it down today. Make sure you always pick up your pizzas. And for the back to school kids, have a great time back at school. I know my kids are back and I'm happy. I'm happy about it. But I will be missing them. So enjoy your kids while they're young. Starting to feel it right here in the heart, but they're definitely gonna get some pizzas today. So go ahead, get those orders in. We will see you guys tomorrow. Happy Tuesday tomorrow. All right, that's gonna do it for us here on Hai Now Daily. We'll see you guys later. Bye. All right, am I really saving it or should I just eat it?